Buckle up. Morgan Wade just went live, and in one single stream, she set the entire Real Housewives world on fire. Looking tired, emotional, and done with everyone's bullshit, Morgan stared into the camera and said exactly what millions of people have been thinking. Kyle used me. She used our relationship for TV drama. She wanted the rumors. She wanted the mystery. She wanted the attention. My song, Fall in Love with Me, the tattoos, the trips to Nashville, it was all content for her show. And when it started destroying my mental health, she disappeared and left me to deal with the hate alone. But the part that's really blowing up the internet is what she said about Mauricio. Morgan looked straight into the camera and said, "Mauricio is not guilty the way everyone is saying. Kyle had already checked out of that marriage long before Dorit. She was playing the perfect victim wife on television while doing whatever she wanted behind the scenes." This live has already crossed 12 million views in just a few hours. And what Morgan said in the final 5 minutes of her stream is so controversial that it might completely destroy Kyle's reputation. The story between Kyle Richards and Morgan Wade was never simple. It started when Kyle heard one of Morgan's songs and reached out to her on Instagram. What began as a casual conversation slowly turned into something much deeper. Kyle started visiting Nashville, attending Morgan's shows, and the two women became incredibly close. They got matching tattoos, spent private time together, and Morgan eventually appeared on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. For years, the public was obsessed with one question: were they just friends or was there a romantic relationship? Kyle never clearly denied the rumors. Many believe she intentionally kept the mystery alive because it created constant drama and attention for her show. While Kyle's career benefited from all the speculation, Morgan was quietly struggling. She was a singer who valued her privacy, but the constant rumors, hate comments, and public scrutiny began taking a heavy toll on her mental health. According to people close to Morgan, she genuinely fell in love with Kyle, while Kyle saw their connection as both emotional and useful content for her reality TV narrative. At the same time, Kyle's 28-year marriage to Mauricio Umansky was falling apart. She publicly played the role of the heartbroken, loyal wife fighting to save her family, even as rumors about her and Morgan continued to grow. The tension between Kyle and Dorit Kemsley had also been boiling for years. Their on-screen rivalry had turned personal long ago. When Mauricio allegedly began his affair with Dorit, it became the final breaking point. After the violent slap incident at the charity dinner and Mauricio's arrest, Kyle positioned herself as the ultimate victim. She cried in court. She gave emotional statements. The world felt sorry for her. But last night, Morgan Wade finally decided she could no longer stay silent. In a raw, unfiltered Instagram live, Morgan spoke directly to the camera and exposed what she claims really happened behind the scenes. What she said has now turned the entire narrative upside down. Last night, Morgan Wade went live on Instagram without any warning. She looked exhausted, eyes red, and clearly nervous. For the first few seconds, she just stared at the camera like she was debating whether she should actually speak. Then she took a deep breath and started talking. What came next has completely flipped the Kyle Richards story upside down. Morgan didn't hold back. She looked straight into the lens and said, "I've stayed quiet for a long time, but I can't do it anymore. My relationship with Kyle was real. I fell in love with her, but she used me. She used every part of our connection for her reality TV show." Morgan went on to say that Kyle was the one who first reached out to her. She was the one who kept inviting her to Nashville, encouraged the matching tattoos, and pushed for her to appear on the show. According to Morgan, Kyle knew exactly how to keep the rumors alive because it gave her a strong storyline on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. "She needed people talking about us," Morgan said, her voice cracking. It wasn't just innocent friendship. She wanted the mystery. She wanted the drama. My song, Fall in Love with Me, became part of her narrative. Everything became content for her. The live became even more emotional when Morgan admitted how badly it affected her. "I'm not a reality TV person. I wasn't ready for the hate, the speculation, or the constant attention. My anxiety got so bad I had to step away from touring. And when it got too heavy for me, Kyle started pulling away and acting like we were just friends. That hurt more than anything. But the moment that shocked everyone came when Morgan suddenly defended Mauricio Umansky. She said, "Mauricio is not the villain in all of this." Kyle had already emotionally left that marriage long before Dorrit came into the picture. She was playing the sad, loyal wife on camera while doing whatever she wanted behind the scenes. I feel like the world has been blaming the wrong person. The live immediately went viral. Within 2 hours, it crossed 15 million views. People watching live were reacting in real time, some crying, some screaming at their phones, some calling Kyle a manipulator. The comment section was complete chaos. Then came the first major twist. Toward the end of the live, Morgan dropped something even more damaging. She claimed that after the slap incident and the court hearing, Kyle had privately messaged her asking her to stay silent and not speak about their relationship. Morgan said Kyle told her it would ruin everything if the truth came out now. Morgan's voice became shaky as she said, "She wanted me to stay quiet while she played the victim in court. But I'm not going to lie anymore just to protect her image." She ended the live by saying she still has screenshots and old messages, and she's deciding whether or not to release them. The moment she went offline, the internet exploded. The narrative that Kyle has spent months building, that of the betrayed, loyal wife, is now crumbling in real time. But here's what makes this situation even more dangerous. According to sources close to Kyle, she watched Morgan's entire life. And the reaction inside her camp has been complete panic. One insider told me Kyle was visibly shaken and reportedly said, "This is going to destroy me." And now, the biggest question everyone is asking is this. If Morgan really has receipts, how is Kyle going to respond? Because if Morgan decides to release those messages, this war could reach a whole new level of destruction. Morgan's live stream didn't just go viral, it took over the internet within minutes. By the next morning, clips of her emotional confession had been viewed more than 38 million times. The phrase "Kyle used me" was trending worldwide. People who had defended Kyle for months were suddenly quiet, while others who had always doubted her began posting old clips of Kyle and Morgan together with new captions. The narrative was shifting fast. Then came the second major twist that nobody saw coming. Just 6 hours after Morgan went offline, a new video surfaced. In this clip, which appears to be a private FaceTime recording between Morgan and Kyle from last year, Kyle can be heard laughing and saying, "The more people talk about us, the better it is for the show. Just keep it mysterious." Morgan is heard replying, "I don't want to be part of a storyline, Kyle. This is my real life." The leaked FaceTime call spread even faster than the live. Within hours, it had been watched over 22 million times. The timing couldn't have been worse for Kyle. Many people are now saying this video proves Morgan was telling the truth, that Kyle was consciously using their relationship as content for Real Housewives. The backlash grew even stronger when several big accounts began posting side-by-side comparisons of Kyle crying in court about being betrayed, versus her laughing in the leaked video while talking about keeping the rumors alive for the show. Dorrit Kemsley also broke her silence for the first time. She reposted one of the clips from Morgan's live with the caption, "The truth always finds its way out." The post received over 1.4 million likes in under 4 hours. Even more damaging, insiders close to Morgan claim she still has dozens of text messages and voice notes from Kyle that she has not released yet. One source told me Morgan is done protecting people who never protected her. Kyle has remained completely silent since the live. According to people close to her, she is devastated and furious at the same time. Her team is reportedly in crisis meetings trying to figure out how to respond without making the situation worse. But the biggest question right now is this. If Morgan actually releases those text messages and voice notes she mentioned, what else is going to come out? Because it looks like the real storm is only just beginning. The internet has gone into complete meltdown. Morgan Wade's emotional live stream has become one of the biggest reality TV scandals of the year. Within 24 hours, the hashtag Morgan exposed Kyle has crossed 64 million posts. The leaked FaceTime video between Kyle and Morgan has been viewed more than 41 million times. The narrative that Kyle has spent months carefully building, that of the betrayed wife, is now collapsing in real time. Public reaction is brutally divided. One side is fiercely defending Kyle, calling Morgan bitter and jealous. Comments like, "Morgan is just mad she got famous because of Kyle," are trending heavily. However, a much larger and louder group has turned against Kyle. Thousands of fans who once supported her are now posting, "She really used Morgan for storyline? That's actually disgusting." The phrase, "Kyle used her for content," is currently the top trending topic on Twitter. The Real Housewives cast is also in chaos. Sutton Strake reportedly sent a long voice note to Kyle saying she was shocked and disappointed. Erica Jane liked several posts supporting Morgan and later deleted them. Lisa Rinna posted a cryptic Instagram story that read, "Be careful who you trust with your heart," before quickly taking it down. Dorrit, on the other hand, has stayed suspiciously quiet, only liking a few posts that support Morgan's claims. The industry reaction has been swift and harsh. Several major sponsors connected to the agency and Bravo have started distancing themselves. One entertainment executive told Page Six anonymously, "This is no longer good drama. This is starting to look like emotional manipulation on camera, and that's a bad look for everyone." Bravo executives are said to be holding emergency meetings, worried that this scandal could seriously damage the upcoming season. Top mental health advocates have also entered the conversation, criticizing how reality television uses personal relationships for entertainment and then discards the people who aren't main cast members. But the most dangerous development is still unfolding. According to sources close to Morgan, she is now seriously considering releasing the private text messages and voice notes she mentioned during her live. Insiders say these messages contain conversations that could cause irreversible damage to Kyle's image. Kyle has still not made any public statement. The question everyone is asking now is simple: how is Kyle going to respond to Morgan's accusations? And more importantly, what else is Morgan hiding? But just when it seemed the situation couldn't get any more chaotic, Morgan Wade dropped one final bombshell that has left everyone speechless. Late last night, Morgan returned to Instagram stories and posted a 47-second voice note that Kyle had allegedly sent her months ago. In the note, Kyle can be heard saying, "The rumors are good for the show right now. Just let them talk. It's helping my storyline." Her tone is calm and calculated, completely different from the emotional, crying wife she is shown on television and in court. The voice note has now been played over 29 million times. The timing could not be worse for Kyle. Just as she was trying to position herself as the victim in court, this recording makes her look like she was strategically using her relationship with Morgan purely for entertainment and ratings. According to insiders, Kyle's team is in absolute panic. One source told me Kyle was visibly shaking after hearing the voice note and reportedly said she promised she would never release that. Even more shocking, Morgan ended her stories by saying she still has many more messages and videos and is now deciding whether or not to release everything. She wrote, "I didn't want it to come to this, but I'm tired of being painted as the problem when I was the one who got used." This latest development has completely changed the public's perception. Many who once supported Kyle are now calling her manipulative and cold. The phrase "Kyle used Morgan for content" is trending at #1 worldwide. The next court hearing is scheduled in 9 days, and both legal teams are now preparing for what insiders are calling an all-out war. Kyle has still not responded publicly, but according to a close friend of Morgan's, she is done staying quiet. She is seriously considering releasing all the private messages, photos, and videos she has kept for over 2 years. This story is no longer about a divorce or a love triangle. It has become a brutal battle of who gets to control the narrative and who gets destroyed in the process. And right now, it looks like Kyle is losing control faster than anyone expected. What Morgan decides to release next could change everything. Now tell me the truth. I want to hear from every single one of you. After Morgan Wade went live and said, "Kyle used me for TV drama, our relationship was real, and Mauricio is not the villain everyone thinks he is," where do you stand? Do you believe Morgan is finally telling the truth after staying silent for so long? Or do you think she's just trying to destroy Kyle's image out of anger? Was Kyle really using Morgan for ratings and storyline like Morgan claims? And after hearing all of this, can you still look at Kyle as the innocent, heartbroken wife? Be honest in the comments right now. Write Team Morgan or Team Kyle and tell me why. No filter. This comment section is going to be absolute war, and I read every single comment. If this video hits 100,000 likes in the next 24 hours, I will drop part 3 immediately. In the next part, I'll show you the private messages Morgan says she still has, what Kyle's team is planning behind the scenes, and whether Morgan will actually release everything. If you're shocked, angry, disappointed, or completely confused after watching this, hit the like button hard. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Because this story is moving extremely fast. Morgan says she has more proof. Kyle has gone completely silent. And the next court hearing is coming soon. This might be the most controversial Real Housewives scandal we've seen in years. So comment right now after Morgan's live. Who do you believe? I'll see you in the next one.